3v3, and we've got some members of the community joining us here today. So let's introduce our members right now. We've got Dat Girl Megan and King Jordan. Welcome to the show. How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. It's good seeing you, Alexis and LB, and having Danny the GOAT on my team. And Meg, oh, this is going to be an exciting show today. I'm ready.
How we feeling, Megan?
I'm doing good. I'm excited to be here. Happy to be here again. Ready to get some dubs to my teammates.
And the third member of the team today in the 3v3 is Danny, who got benched last game.
Yeah, honestly, you might accuse me of sandbagging that game to get benched for this moment to pick up a win to kick off the show. It might have all been in here. Who knows?
Now listen, I've seen Megan play. I've played up against her and her team. I've played
moments away. They get. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it up. So the New York starting five. They've got Precious Achiuwa, Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Towns in at power forward. And for Philadelphia, Andre Drummond is out there with George. Then there's Oubre. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2 spot. And you know, Clark, you look at these teams, the depth of their bench is a big part of what they do.
Kevin, you know, it's so important to have that kind of depth. I mean, it helps you through the length of that 82-game grind of a season. Successful teams, in my opinion, always have weapons coming off the bench. One of the key components of Drummond's game, he's an intimidating presence on the offensive glass.
Brunson the pass to Bridges. Anunoby in the corner. Pass to Brunson. Some nice passing by New York here. Towns, no luck.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Sinks the 15-footer.
Really not part of Maxey's bag, but he was feeling it that time.
Here's Brunson. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Oubre outside. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Six to shoot. From the stripe. Kicks it out to Maxey. George against Towns. Goes back up. And the layup by George.
Good work in deep from George that time. He's far more than just a perimeter threat.
Brunson against Maxey. Towns down low. Goes up. And again, it's New York.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Pass to Grimes. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Oubre outside. Hits it from 3-point range.
George with a fantastic look. Excellent job creating an easy opportunity for his teammate.
When you look at this Knicks roster, Greg, this is a team that feels it can make a deep playoff push.
And they have their stars. They have tons of young talent. Developing that talent and adding a piece or two should get them where they want to go.
And so George will bring it up for Philadelphia. It's a 3-point game. Shoots over Bridges. George, no good.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Towns for 3, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Well, you really have to like how George uses his body effectively down low there. I mean, the defense pretty much has no choice but to foul him in that situation.
They throw good, Paul George. Well, Clark, even with all their roster movement, all the player moves they've made, the 76ers have managed to have sustained success.
You know what, Kevin? I agree. Their roster has gone through a lot of changes recently with key players being moved, which makes it even harder to sustain success. But they've found a way to keep winning.
We know they like having Brunson out there, Greg, a player they can run the entire offense through.
No doubt. And he can be trusted on to take the keys and just run things effectively. He keeps mistakes to a minimum, and he's a solid creator for his teammates.
Greg, you spent your first 4 seasons playing in New York. What's that like?
When the Knicks are winning, Kevin, there is no place you'd rather be. The fans are incredibly smart, loyal, and they'll treat you like a king. But no doubt that media pressure is for real.
Now, here is George. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. Knicks trail by 3. Here's Brunson. Left side, Towns. Now, Anunoby. Still without a basket. And it's sent back by Drummond.
How about that swat by Drummond, using all of his height and bounce to deny the offense there.
4 on the shot clock. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Drummond's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's the teardrop. Oubre can't get it to go. For New York, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Bridges passes to Brunson. The dish now to Towns. The pass to Achua. Now here's Brunson. Kicks it to Bridges. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Bridges, right side. Pass to Anunoby. And here's Brunson. He's covered by Maxey. The shot's good from Brunson. Brunson's got 8 points.
And that's terrific balance from Brunson. He does not skip leg day.
Maxey kicks to Oubre. Out left to the wing. Here's Grimes. Defended by Bridges. Bridges with some nice defense.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And yes, it's good. And that's 10 points here for Jalen Brunson.
And defense is all over Brunson inside, but still manages to outmaneuver them for the deuce.
Maxey finds Oubre. Here's George. Launches it. Hits the three-point bomb. He has 7.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Achua. He has yet to score. Passes it to Anunoby. Shoots over Oubre, and that one hits back iron.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Towns against George. Drives to the hoop. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, it's really hard to distract Paul George when he goes into a shot. I mean, even though the defense is there and made the obvious foul, doesn't seem to bother him.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
And man, can Brunson get going in a hurry? He's got his fingerprints all over this one.
Pass to Grimes. Oubre on the wing. Bobbed up there for Drummond. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
George against Towns. 4 on the clock with the fadeaway.
And you see how Towns affects the shot. I mean, has the length, tenacity, and timing of a top-shelf defender.
And it's Grimes with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Now, here is Robinson. Ball's knocked loose. Oubre with the steal. And now here's Oubre. Fast break chance. Took the opportunity when he saw it. George has got 12 in the game.
Seems effortless for George, that quick release of his.
Brunson the pass to Robinson. MP looking around. Outside, Towns. The pass to Bridges. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Brunson. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Towns with the steal. Hart the pass to Brunson. And such a nice move to make the basket work. He's got 15.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
Philadelphia 76ers PNC.
The 76ers leading by 4. Oubre on the wing. Back to Maxey. Here he goes. He kicks it to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off the mark from 16 feet out.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Pass to Robinson. To the inside. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Bridges.
Assisted by.
And now just a 2-point 76ers lead. Maxey passes to George. Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Few players get more dunks than Drummond. He's a center who plays like a traditional center, looking to throw it down every chance he gets.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. Passes it to Brunson. And it's sent back by Drummond. And the ball goes out of bounds. As touched by Drummond. The Knicks making a switch here. McBride's checked in. Bridges outside. 5 to shoot.
In the first 2 minutes.
Fires it up. McBride's shot is off.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Oubre, no one around him. And they'll get another chance. And it's Drummond missing.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Robinson. The kick out to Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Towns has got 7.
3 points.
Towns takes a lot of pride in knocking down threes. He's as gifted a shooter as we have at the center position.
Maxey finds Drummond. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Well, that fancy alley-oop right there, that move by Drummond, the result of excellent communication with his teammates.
Here's McBride. MP outside. From the left block. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Now, here's Hart. Here's McBride. Scoreless thus far.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Maxey passes to Grimes. It's George on the wing, defended by Towns. Jacks up a three, and George is good for three. And it's an 8-point 76ers lead.
You know, George is on. Unstoppable when he puts it all together like this.
Knocked loose. Bobbed up there for Robinson. And stolen by Drummond. And we reached the end of the first quarter. 76ers on top, leading by 8. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Hart. Then it's Robinson, and it's McBride in at the one. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, there's been a scoring surge throughout the league. Is that due to poor defense, or is it to the rising talent level?
Well, listen, teams are still defending, and the rules might have helped some. There is no doubt that there's not as much grabbing and holding. But these guys are scoring from all over the court and doing things we've just never seen before.
Maxey with it. Now guarded by Towns. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey. Maxey's got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers. McBride passes to Towns. Right side Robinson. Here's Beauchamp. Misses the three.
You know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
George up top. Defended by Towns. Robinson with the block. And they get it back. George against Towns. From past the arc. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the 76ers lead by 14.
Drummond will do that to you all day if you let him. Great timing on the putback.
Here's McBride. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. For the Sixers, it's championship or bust. Joel Embiid said there's nothing to be happy about just getting to the conference finals or the finals. You got to win the whole thing. That's the goal. And every single day, it's just trying to find ways to make that happen. Back to you.
Yep, all or nothing. David, thank you.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now here's Brunson. 15 points in the game.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Clark, the Sixers proposing to build a new arena by 2031 in the Fashion District area of City Center in Philadelphia.
And you know, Kevin, currently all this city's major sports teams play in the sports complex here in South Philly. The Sixers are hoping for their own building in the center of things. Boy, that's a hard shot. Even from that range, George had to get that one off against tough defense.
Brunson kicks to Hart. Here's Beauchamp. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Grimes has got 4 rebounds in this game. Maxey on the wing. Up and in on the way. Maxey's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's why you give Maxey freedom to do his thing, because he's terrific at creating for himself.
To the middle, here's Towns. Excellent D there from George. Philadelphia leading by 18. Down low. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Not backing away from the physicality of the game. Drummond is never afraid of getting hit when he's trying to score.
The 76ers haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
And the Knicks making a change here. Anunoby's checked in.
Well, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
Sure. Anunoby sends it back. Here's George, and off the glass. That one's good. George has got 19 points.
Stepping in from the line, George, very good and capable from mid-range.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
And here are the Knicks now. And here's Brunson. He's got 15. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Here's Grimes. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. And it's blocked. And he keeps control of the ball. And they're pushing it up. Here's Anunoby. And again, unable to change momentum here. George passes to Grimes. Second shot opportunity. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Brunson with it. Outside, Towns. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And George Drummond with it. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Beauchamp passes to Brunson. Makes it off the glass.
Jalen Brunson.
Brunson's got 17 now.
Making the defense look hopeless. Brunson so clever with his ball handling.
Pass to Grimes. Outside, George. 6 on the shot clock. Feeds it to Drummond. That shot is off. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Here's Beauchamp. Inside. And the dunk by Town.
Oh, what a find. The ball just comes out of Brunson's hands on time.
Now, here's Maxey. He's got 10. At the elbow, it's George. Over Towns. The 76ers with another miss. Knicks trail by 18. And Brunson, here we go. Got that bucket in no time at all. Brunson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And he has become deadly from that in-between area. Brunson as efficient on the midi as anybody.
George. Here's Drummond. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Maxey against Brunson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Andre Drummond picks one up.
And Brunson, a very physical player. Someone that understands how to bait defenders into fouling.
Bridges is checked in for New York. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And Philadelphia calls time here.
Who wants a free t-shirt? Our Sixers DNT looking for the loudest fans, so let us hear ya.
The 76ers leading by 14. Outside, Maxey. Oubre on the wing. Drummond controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the 76ers lead by 16.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
Maxey against Brunson. He feeds it to Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
Maxey passes to George. Here's Drummond. Robinson with the block. Maxey kicks to Oubre. Another shot. Now Brunson. He's got 21. Here's Towns. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th assist in this one. The 76ers leading by 12. Maxey passes to George. And the rejection by Towns.
Big swat right there from Towns, making his presence felt on the defensive end.
Just 5 to shoot. George, no good.
And even though the quarter has been a struggle, it doesn't look like he's lost his confidence. He keeps looking for a shot.
Yep, that one goes in there.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Now, here's Oubre. And there's the pass to George. Maxey on the wing. Stolen by Brunson. He dishes it to Towns. Robinson left side. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. George against Towns. George looking around. Shoots over Towns.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
A new 14 for the 76ers. And George, here we go. Here's Grimes. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Knicks trail by 10. Here's Brunson. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
With how fast Brunson plays, his pull-up is really unguarded.
Maxey passes to George. 1:29 left in the second quarter. The 76ers again can't hit it. And it's Drummond missing. Now the Knicks with it. They've outscored him 16 points to 2. Not slowing down. Here's Anunoby. Great D that time from Oubre.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Runs in the pass to Towns. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Knicks, Achua, he's checked in for Robinson. MP comes in for Towns. And it's Payne in for Jalen Brunson. Now, here's Anunoby. Hasn't made one yet.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Anunoby against George. Shoots over Anunoby. George with the bucket. George has got 23.
George is really one of the most amazing players in the league, an all-NBA caliber player, and he's worked tirelessly on his shooting form, and now it's close to perfect.
Knicks on offense. They're on a 19-6 run. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Payne kicks to Anunoby for the three. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
Tipped away. And here's George for three. That doesn't go either for George. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Philadelphia 76ers. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 25 points, 2 steals, and 8 rebounds. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Sixers?
Love how hard they're going at it on the offensive board, showing some real tenacity every time a shot goes up. They carve out this lead because of their aggressive mindset. Don't expect them to change.
And over to Kenny. What'd you think about New York?
They couldn't get anything from beyond the arc. Obviously, plenty of bad shots, but they couldn't even hit wide open. They need to regroup. I'm telling you, regroup with some kind of rhythm and get on pace.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
We've got George. Also Kelly Oubre out there. Andre Drummond is out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2-guard. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. The 76ers leading by 11. And they're great at both ends, but the Sixers offense, Greg, the Sixers offense is elite.
And it all starts with Joel Embiid feasting inside and at the free throw line. And his teammates reap the benefits as well with wide open shots on the perimeter.
To the paint, here's Achua. A dunk by Achua.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's George. To the wing on the left. Drummond finds Oubre. That's good on the jump shot. Oubre's got 5 points.
You know, as you add experience, you start to see the floor better. That was a sweet find by Drummond.
Runs in the pass to Towns. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Over to the left wing. Here's Grimes, defended by Bridges. He gets that one. Grimes has got his second basket.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Inside, Maxey, second chance effort, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
You know, one of the things you really appreciate about Maxey is how freely he plays. He just throws himself in there, fearless about looking for ways to get involved in the play and then make an impact.
And hard not to love a young guy like Tyrese Maxey, who has such a great attitude.
Boy, I love the way he plays, Greg. He's effervescent in his approach. Plays with great speed and pace and fearlessness. He's got a readiness to him and a workmanlike approach that bodes well for him the rest of his career. I think he's a potential all-star, and he delivers in just about any situation he's put in.
And George, here we go. Maxey kicks to George. Just 5 on the clock. Over Towns, and George gets it to go. George has got 4 points this quarter.
And George continues to build on his offensive repertoire over time. I mean, if you stay off of him and you give him too much space, he'll burn you for that mistake.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Keeps it alive, and Drummond is right there. Drummond's got 14.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
Pass to Towns. A floater. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got 6 assists now in the game. Passes it to George. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Oubre, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. He has 7.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Brunson the pass to Achua. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Andre Drummond picks one up. New York shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
At the line for the Knicks, Precious Achua.
No good on the second free throw. And the 76ers with possession. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And that one's good, Maxey.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Step back on that one and let it fly. Brunson's got 27.
Now that was pretty. A beautiful move to set up that jump shot.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. As ever, Joel Embiid has the pressure on him to be the franchise player. He said it's not an easy job. If it was easy, everybody would do it. When you're actually the best offensive player and the best defensive player, you got to make plays. You can't be perfect. All I can do is try to do my best every game. Kevin?
Well said. His best DA is pretty great, isn't it? Thank you so much for the report. And the shot goes down.
Tyrese Maxey, a really talented and explosive scorer. He can fill it up in a hurry.
Pass to Achua. Puts up a 3. They get it back. Towns. Excellent D there from George.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Landry Shamit's checked in for Bridges.
Your 76ers youth dance team.
Brunson scanning the floor. Anunoby against Oubre. Anunoby kicks to Towns. From outside, off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's George. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Brunson, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And I like seeing Brunson drive inside. Good at just keeping the pressure on the defense.
And here's George. He's got 31. One-on-one fast break. Right block shot. The rebound by Paul George. George has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Lets it fly from 18.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
Shamet the pass to Towns, and it's in there. 18 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
And you know, you got multiple options with this guy coming out of the screen. He can go pick and pop on you. He can go pick and roll. Towns can hurt you either way.
George against Towns. Now here is George. Defense right on him. Shoots over Towns. That one off the back iron and out.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night. A hand in your face on every jumper. Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Now the pass to Drummond. The shot's good on the assist by George. Drummond's got 20 points.
And, you know, Drummond has no problem playing through contact. He excels at using that strong body of his to fight through contact and finish.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And another thing, the defense didn't clog the lanes. They took full advantage with their ability to attack the paint on a lot of those possessions.
Lobbed up there for Drummond. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And Hart has it in the corner. Shamet on the wing. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession. Achua with it. Pass to McBride. And it's off from three-point range. To the inside. And Drummond throws it down.
They've gone out of their way to involve Drummond in this offense, and I think that's really kept him engaged.
Knicks trail by 21. Here's McBride. Still yet to score. Knocked away. Hart kicks to Achua. Over George. Here's Robinson. That shot off the mark. Good D by Drummond. And there's the feed to Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
And the leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy's determined to finish.
Here's McBride. Down low. Banked in off the glass. Achua's got 6 in the quarter.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Outside, George. Shoots over Achua. And it's George missing. And so it's Ard who brings up the ball for New York. Achua, the rebound by Paul George. George has got 13 rebounds in the game. Exceeded. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Knicks trail by 21. Out to the wing. Here's Achua. Maxey grabs the miss. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Outside, George. Shot clock at 5. And that one drops. George has got 33.
George just too good for this. He will get physical right back.
Here's McBride. Nothing on the board. Passes to George. Back to Oubre. Goes up the baseline. That one falls.
And George is not just a scorer. He also passes the ball well, looking to keep his guys involved.
Here's McBride. Pass to Shamet. 58 seconds left here in the third quarter. Excellent D there from George. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
George knows how to get his man to overcommit and off balance so he can draw the foul. He's got a number of sneaky veteran tricks that he effectively uses.
A different look for New York. Beauchamp's checked in, and Cameron Payne subbed in for Landry Shamet. Payne passes to McBride. And the pass to Beauchamp. Dishes to Robinson. Kicks it out to MP. And the Knicks miss again. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 12-4 run. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Hart against George. Over Hart. And George gets it to go. George has got 12 points here in the second half.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Here's McBride. The dish to Payne. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Philadelphia 76ers. He was a true standout at the offensive end.
63.
And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And New York, looking at who they've got, P.J. Tucker is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's DeJuan Wright. Then there's Cameron Payne. And it's Beauchamp in at the 3.
And you see Towns with those big mitts, able to control the basketball on the dribble. That's where the size of your hands can be a nice asset for you.
Now here's Embiid, guarded by Tucker, and the shot goes in from Embiid.
Putting his height to great use there, feeling out the situation and then hitting from mid-range.
Here's Payne. He's covered by Maxey. Payne looking around. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
First team foul. Shooting for New York, Cameron Payne. 2 shots.
That's good from Payne. Good on both. Now, here's Maxey. Pass to Grimes. And here's Embiid. Shoots over Tucker. Again, Philadelphia.
Inside, Embiid has almost too many options. A lot of ways he can get it done.
Up top, Tucker. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Embiid.
Second team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Boy, if you had the word grinder in the dictionary, P.J. Tucker might be right next to it. His energy and effort and selflessness, contagious.
And it's Maxey with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. To the left wing. Now here's Embiid. He's covered closely. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
How about Joel Embiid? A high-risk, high-reward pick turns into a superstar.
Yeah, that's well said, Greg. I mean, he sat out 2 years before even seeing the NBA court. Sustained a foot injury before being drafted. Persevered through that. And is now one of the most dominant big men and players in the game. Clearly an MVP caliber talent now. Embiid continues to impress with his versatility on both ends. A man that big shouldn't be able to do the stuff that he does with the ball.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Here's Embiid. And again with the rebound.
And he's just eating glass right now.
Greg, 30 rebounds in this one.
Boy, a little contact will not deter Drummond. I mean, he gets physical right back and finishes strong.
Payne passes to right. To the middle. And Tucker has it in the corner. Clock at 4. Sinks the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Three-pointer by Embiid. Drills it from outside.
Well, you know, that's the kind of competitive spirit Embiid plays with. I mean, if you knock one down on him, he's looking for you the next trip down.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
76ers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. Pretty nice efficiency there.
When Drummond's points come, they tend to come inside. He's got a lot of ways to beat you down low.
Here's Payne, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Payne's got 4 points in the quarter.
Love the energy on his drive. The defense didn't expect that coming from him.
Here's Embiid, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. That's 10 points for Joel Embiid. Embiid's gone 4 of 6 from the floor here tonight. Payne passes to Beauchamp. Now Towns, defended by Drummond. Here's Beauchamp. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay.
Embiid inside the line. Here's Drummond, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Drummond's got 16 points here in the second half. Now here's Payne. He's covered by Maxey, and he stays with it. And Tucker kicks to Payne. Launches a 3, and another 3 for New York.
You know, when you're guarding Tucker, you've got to account for his jump shot. I mean, if you don't, he'll bite you.
Embiid with it. He's against Tucker. Now Embiid shoots over Tucker. Here's Drummond. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Drummond's got 30.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
Here's Payne. The shot will not fall. Good D by Drummond. Philadelphia has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Embiid, no good. New York has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Right, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, you know, you've got to really appreciate DeLon Wright's relentless desire to get better. I mean, this guy's constantly trying to hone his craft.
George is checked in for Philadelphia. The 76ers have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. From 15 feet away, count it. George has got 39.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Good on the shot.
And the team got excited about that one. Wright felt the contact, but still managed to finish through.
Here's George with the drive. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. George has got 4 this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And it's sent back by Drummond. And now the 76ers on the break. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Maxey taking up that airspace, doing a nice job just bouncing off the floor there.
Paul George.
And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Some solid defense from Maxey.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
On the wing, George. Guarded by Tucker.
And he's done the job here all day. Just continues to grab rebounds. What a game for him.
Yeah, you don't see many triple-doubles often. And I tell you what, his effort and efficiency really on point tonight.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guys. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
Maxey in the corner. On the wing, George. Guarded by Tucker. And George with the stuff.
And George is so smart, so crafty on the dribble. He's just got an excellent way of controlling. The ball and his body as he's dribbling.
To the left side wing. Beyond the arc. Tucker can't get it to go.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Outside, George. It's over Payne, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Just Mr. Reliable. Again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
To the inside, Achua. The teardrop falls in. And it's 8 points for Precious Achua.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Passes it to Grimes. It's George on the wing. From deep. And Wright pulls it down.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
He gets it in there.
That is room service delivery from right there. What a sweet dime to create a high percentage shot.
Outside, George. From downtown, it's good from long range. George has got 48.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Here's Shamet. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Outside, George. Offline with his three.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And it's Wright missing. Philadelphia's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Shot from the wing. George, no good. New York's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Now, here's Shamet, covered by Oubre. Tucker can't get it to go. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Payne passes to Tucker. The kick out to Wright. Shoots. Misses off the right eye. The 76ers shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Outside, George. We've got 1:23 left to play in the final quarter. The tray. Knicks with the rebound.
Winning in strong fashion. A relentless effort notches a W
for Philadelphia.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Drummond.
Well, he was swatting shots all game long, really owned the defensive end and got a ton of blocks and really protected that rim.
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound, Drummond. Second chance shot. And it's George missing. And so it's New York with it. They could use a bucket. And that one's good. Shamet. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
And here's George. From deep three-point territory. Off target. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team. All right, David, thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg.
Fans, thank you.